You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about what it means to truly succeed in life, and I've come to realize something profound. Success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way. Now imagine for a moment that you're standing at the edge of a vast, unexplored wilderness. The path ahead is unclear, filled with both promise and peril. You can't see the end, but you know deep in your bones that something extraordinary awaits you if you have the courage to take that first step. That wilderness, my friends, is your future, and the journey through it, that's your life. So many people stand frozen at that edge, paralyzed by fear or doubt. They look at the unknown and see only danger, but not you. Oh no, not you. You see opportunity, you see adventure, you see the chance to become something greater than you ever imagined. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to light a fire in your soul so bright that it will illuminate every step of your journey. I want to give you the tools to not just survive in that wilderness, but to thrive, to flourish, to become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. Because here's the truth. The world is hungry for people like you. People with dreams so big they make others uncomfortable. People with the grit to keep pushing when everyone else has given up. People who understand that true success isn't measured by the size of your bank account, but by the impact you have on the lives of others. So let's start with a simple question. Who do you want to become? Not what do you want to do or what do you want to have? Who do you want to be? You see, most people spend their lives chasing things, a bigger house, a fancier car, a more impressive job title. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting those things. But they're just that, things. They can be taken away in an instant. But who you are, that's something no one can ever take from you. Your character, your values, your skills, your wisdom, these are the true measure of a life well lived. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Who is that person? What do they stand for? What impact are they having on the world? Now open your eyes. That person you just imagined, that's who you're going to become. That's the promise you're making to yourself right here, right now. But here's the catch. That person doesn't just magically appear. You have to create them day by day, choice by choice, action by action. It's like building a magnificent sculpture. You start with a rough block of marble, and every day you chip away at it. Some days you make great progress. Other days it feels like you're just creating dust. But you keep at it, consistently, persistently, because you can see in your mind's eye the masterpiece that's waiting to be revealed. And that's exactly what I want you to do with your life. Chip away at your fears, your doubts, your limitations. Reveal the extraordinary person that's been hiding inside you all along. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That sounds great, but I don't know where to start. I'm just an ordinary person. I don't have any special talents or advantages. Let me tell you something. Every extraordinary achievement in human history was accomplished by ordinary people who decided to dream extraordinarily. The Wright brothers weren't born knowing how to build an airplane. They were bicycle mechanics who dared to dream of flight. Walt Disney wasn't born with a magic wand. He was a failed newspaper editor who refused to give up on his vision of bringing joy to millions. And you, sitting here right now, have just as much potential within you as they did. The only difference is they chose to act on their dreams. They chose to become the people who could achieve the impossible. So how do we do that? How do we transform ourselves into the people we're meant to be? It starts with a decision. A decision to no longer accept mediocrity in any area of your life. A decision to push yourself beyond your comfort zone every single day. A decision to live with purpose and passion. But a decision alone isn't enough. You need a plan. You need strategies. You need tools. And that's what I'm going to give you today. I'm going to share with you the principles that have helped thousands of people just like you transform their lives. These aren't just theories or nice ideas. These are battle-tested strategies that work if you work them. The first principle is, your life is a reflection of your standards. What do I mean by that? Well, think about it. Whatever you're willing to tolerate in your life becomes your standard. If you're willing to tolerate a job you hate, that becomes your standard. If you're willing to tolerate relationships that drain you, that becomes your standard. If you're willing to tolerate a body that's less than healthy, that becomes your standard. But here's the good news. You have the power to raise your standards at any moment. You can decide right now that you're no longer willing to accept anything less than excellence in every area of your life. And when you raise your standards, a funny thing happens. Your life begins to rise to meet them. It's like you're sending a message to the universe. This is who I am now. This is what I expect. This is what I deserve. So I want you to think about each area of your life. Your health, your relationships, your career, your finances, your personal growth. What are your current standards in each of these areas? And more importantly, what should they be? Don't be afraid to set high standards. In fact, I encourage you to set standards so high, they scare you a little. Because that fear, that's just your old self trying to hold you back. It's time to let that old self go and embrace the new you that's emerging. The second principle is this: your habits shape your destiny. Now, we've all heard that before, right? But have you really thought about what it means? Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you think is like a vote for the person you're becoming. And over time, those votes add up. They shape your character, your skills, your very identity. So if you want to become someone extraordinary, you need to cultivate extraordinary habits. What are the habits of extraordinary people? They're actually simpler than you might think. They read voraciously because they know that knowledge is power. They exercise regularly because they understand that a strong body supports a strong mind. They practice gratitude daily because they know that appreciation is the antidote to dissatisfaction. They set goals and review them often because they understand the power of focus. They surround themselves with positive, ambitious people because they know that your environment shapes you. Now, I'm not saying you need to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's a recipe for burnout and failure. Instead, start small. Pick one habit, just one that you know would make a significant difference in your life if you did it consistently. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier to work on your goals. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes every day. Maybe it's calling a friend or family member to strengthen your relationships. Whatever it is, commit to doing it every day for the next 30 days. No excuses, no exceptions. Because here's the thing about habits. They're hard to form, but once they're established, they're hard to break. And after those 30 days, pick another habit, and another, and another. Before you know it, you'll have transformed your entire life, one small change at a time. The third principle is this: your mindset determines your reality. Now, I'm not talking about some kind of magical thinking here. I'm talking about the scientifically proven fact that your beliefs and attitudes shape how you perceive and interact with the world. If you believe opportunities are scarce, you'll overlook the abundance all around you. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll sabotage your own success. If you believe the world is against you, you'll find evidence to support that belief everywhere you go. But if you believe in abundance, in your own worthiness, in the fundamental goodness of life, well, that changes everything. So how do we cultivate a positive, growth-oriented mindset? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking something negative or limiting, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Is this thought serving me? What would I think if I were the person I want to become? Then replace those negative thoughts with positive, empowering ones. Instead of I can't do this, try this is challenging, but I'm learning and growing. Instead of I'm not good enough, try I'm constantly improving and becoming better every day. It might feel awkward or even silly at first. That's okay. Remember your reprogramming years, maybe decades of habitual thinking. It takes time and persistence. But if you stick with it, you'll begin to see remarkable changes in how you approach life's challenges and opportunities. The fourth principle is this: your problems are your greatest opportunities. Now, I know that might sound strange. After all, we're taught from a young age to avoid problems, to see them as obstacles to our happiness and success. But here's the truth. Every problem you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger and wiser. Think about it. When do you grow the most? When everything's easy and comfortable? Or when you're faced with challenges that push you to your limits? It's in overcoming difficulties that we discover what we're truly capable of. It's in solving problems that we develop new skills and insights. It's in facing our fears that we build courage and resilience. So instead of running from your problems, I want you to start embracing them. When you encounter a difficulty, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? How can I use this experience to help others? This shift in perspective changes everything. Suddenly, every setback becomes a setup for a comeback. Every failure becomes a stepping stone to success. Every crisis becomes an opportunity for growth. And let me tell you, when you start approaching life this way, you become unstoppable. Because while others are complaining about their problems, you're busy turning them into your greatest assets.
The fifth principle is the she. Your relationships determine your quality of life.
You probably heard the saying that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And while that might not be mathematically accurate, the principle behind it is profound. The people you surround yourself with have an enormous impact on your thoughts, your attitudes, your ambitions, and your actions. They can lift you up or drag you down. They can inspire you to reach for the stars or convince you to settle for less than you're worth. So take a good, hard look at your relationships. Are the people in your life supporting your growth and encouraging your dreams? Or are they holding you back with their negativity and small? Now, I'm not saying you should cut people out of your life carelessly, but you do need to be intentional about who you allow to influence you. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better, who believe in you even when you doubt yourself. And here's something crucial. Be that person for others. Be the one who lifts people up, who sees the best in them, who helps them believe in themselves. Because when you do that, you create a virtuous cycle. You attract more positive, ambitious people into your life, and you accelerate your own growth in the process. The sixth principle is this: your decisions shape your destiny. Every day, you make hundreds of decisions. What to eat, what to wear, how to spend your time, how to react to situations. Most of these decisions seem small and insignificant in the moment, but over time, they accumulate, they compound, they create the life you're living. So start paying attention to your decisions. Are they aligned with your goals and values? Are they moving you closer to the person you want to become or further away? And when you're faced with important decisions, don't just go with your gut or do what's easiest in the moment. Take the time to think things through. Consider the long-term consequences. Ask yourself, if I make this choice, what kind of person will I become? Remember, every decision is a chance to vote for the person you're becoming. Make your votes count. The seventh principle is your ultimate motivation. Now, when I talk about purpose, I'm not necessarily talking about some grand cosmic mission, although it could be. Your purpose is simply the reason you get out of bed in the morning. It's what gives your life meaning and direction. And here's the thing. When you're clear on your purpose, everything else falls into place. Decisions become easier. Sacrifices become worthwhile. Obstacles become challenges to overcome rather than reasons to quit. So how do you find your purpose? Start by asking yourself these questions. What are you passionate about? What are you good at? What does the world need? How can you use your passions and skills to make a positive impact? Your purpose lies at the intersection of these answers. And once you find it, commit to it with everything you've got. Let it guide your decisions, fuel your motivation, and give your life direction. The eighth principle is this: your growth is your responsibility. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that someone else is responsible for your growth and success. Your employer, your government, your family, your education system. But the truth is, your growth is entirely up to you. No one else can learn for you, improve for you, or become better for you. That's your job and yours alone.
So take ownership of your growth, invest in yourself, read books, take courses, seek out mentors, practice new skills. Never stop learning, never stop improving.
And remember, growth isn't always comfortable. In fact, real growth usually involves discomfort. It means stepping out of your comfort zone, facing your fears, admitting your weaknesses, and working to overcome them. But that discomfort, That's the feeling of you becoming the person you're meant to be. Embrace it. Seek it out. Let it push you to new heights. The ninth principle is this: your actions speak louder than your words. We live in a world of talkers. Everyone has an opinion, everyone has a plan, everyone has a dream. But at the end of the day, it's not what you say that matters. It's what you do. So be a person of action. Don't just talk about your dreams. Pursue them. Don't just complain about problems. Solve them. Don't just wish for a better life. Create it. And here's a secret. Action breeds motivation. Too often, we wait to feel motivated before we act. But the truth is, motivation follows action. When you start moving, even if you don't feel like it at first, the motivation will come. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start now with what you have, where you are. Take that first step, no matter how small it might seem. The 10th and final principle is this: your legacy is what you leave behind. At the end of your life, what will people say about you? How will you be remembered? What impact will you have made on the world? These aren't just philosophical questions. They're practical considerations that should inform how you live your life every single day. You see, we all leave a legacy, whether we intend to or not. Every interaction, every decision, every action contributes to the mark we leave on the world. The question is, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? Do you want to be remembered as someone who just existed, who just went through the motions of life? Or do you want to be remembered as someone who lived fully, who made a difference, who left the world a little better than they found it? The choice is yours, and you're making that choice every single day with every single action you take. So I challenge you. Live your life in such a way that your legacy is assured. Be kind, be courageous, be generous, stand up for what's right, help others, make a difference. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not about accumulating wealth or achieving fame. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and using that self to make a positive impact on the world. Now, I've shared a lot with you today. 10 principles that, if applied consistently, can transform your life. But knowledge alone isn't enough. You have to take action. You have to apply these principles in your daily life. So here's what I want you to do. First, choose one of these principles that resonates with you the most. Just one. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on one area where you know you can make a significant improvement. Second, commit to applying that principle every day for the next 30 days. No excuses, no exceptions. Write it down, tell a friend, do whatever you need to do to hold yourself accountable. Third, at the end of those 30 days, evaluate your progress. How has applying this principle changed your life? How has it changed you? Then choose another principle and repeat the process. And finally, share what you've learned with others. Teach these principles to your friends, your family, your colleagues, because when you teach, you learn twice. And more importantly, you multiply your impact. Remember, success isn't just about what you achieve. It's about who you become in the process. And who you become influences everything else in your life. Your relationships, your career, your happiness, your impact on the world. So as we wrap up today, I want you to really internalize this message. You have greatness within you. You have the power to become whoever you want to be. You have the ability to achieve things beyond your wildest dreams. But that greatness, that power, that ability, it's not going to manifest itself. You have to choose it. You have to nurture it. You have to fight for it every single day. And yes, it's going to be hard. You're going to face obstacles. You're going to have doubts. You're going to want to give up. But I want you to remember this moment. Remember how you feel right now? Filled with possibility and determination. Hold that feeling. Let it fuel you when times get tough. Because the journey you're about to embark on isn't just about achieving goals or acquiring things. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about fulfilling your potential and making your unique mark on the world. And let me tell you, there's no greater adventure than that. There's no greater satisfaction than looking back on your life and knowing that you gave it everything you had, that you became the best version of yourself, that you made a difference. So go out there and show the world what you're going to become. Not for fame, not for fortune, but for the sheer joy of becoming who you were always meant to be. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to take a step towards your dreams. Every interaction is a chance to make a positive impact. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Don't waste a single moment. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let others' doubts become your reality. Instead, embrace each day with enthusiasm and determination. Approach each task, no matter how small, with excellence. Treat each person you meet with kindness and respect. Because here's the truth. Greatness isn't achieved in one giant leap. It's built day by day, choice by choice, action by action. It's in the early mornings when you choose to get up and work on your goals while others sleep. It's in the moments of temptation when you choose discipline over immediate gratification. It's in the face of setbacks when you choose to persevere rather than give up. It's in the quiet moments of reflection when you choose to learn from your mistakes rather than beat yourself up over them. These are the moments that define you. These are the choices that shape your character and determine your destiny. So embrace these moments. Welcome them. Seek them out. Because each one is an opportunity to become a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit closer to the person you want to be. And as you go through this journey of personal growth and transformation, remember that you're not alone. Look around you. There are others on this path striving to become their best selves, working to make a positive impact on the world. Connect with these people, support each other, learn from each other. Because while personal growth is an individual journey, it's one that's best traveled in good company. Build a community of like-minded individuals who support your dreams, who challenge you to be better, who pick you up when you fall, and in turn, be that support for others. Be the one who encourages, who inspires, who leads by example. Because here's a fundamental truth. As you lift yourself, as you help others grow. You grow. As you contribute to others' success, you create your own success. This is the beautiful paradox of personal development. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you focus on adding value to others' lives, the more valuable your own life becomes. So don't just focus on your own growth. Look for opportunities to help others grow too. Share your knowledge, your insights, your experiences. Be a mentor, a coach, a friend to those who are just starting their journey. And as you do this, you'll find that your own growth accelerates. You'll gain new perspectives, deepen your understanding, and find new levels of motivation and fulfillment. Now I want to address something important. As you embark on this journey of personal growth and transformation, you're going to face critics. There will be people who don't understand your dreams, who question your choices, who try to bring you down to their level. Don't let them deter you. Their criticism says more about them than it does about you. It often comes from a place of fear of change, fear of what they don't understand, fear of seeing others succeed where they haven't. Instead of getting defensive or discouraged, see these critics as a sign that you're on the right path. Because if you're not facing any criticism, it probably means you're not pushing yourself hard enough. You're not dreaming big enough. You're not stepping out of your comfort zone. Remember, every great achievement in history was once considered impossible. Every visionary was once called a dreamer. Every innovation was once dismissed as impractical. So wear your critics' doubts as a badge of honor. Let them fuel your determination. Prove them wrong, not with words, but with your actions and your results. And speaking of results, let's talk about the importance of celebrating your progress. Too often we focus so much on our ultimate goals that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. But here's the thing. Personal growth is a journey, not a destination. There's always another level to reach. Always room for improvement. If you wait until you've made it to feel satisfied, you'll never truly enjoy the journey. So take time to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might seem. Completed a difficult task? Celebrate it. Learned a new skill? Celebrate it. Overcame a fear? Celebrate it. These celebrations serve two important purposes. First, they provide positive reinforcement, encouraging you to keep pushing forward. Second, they help you maintain perspective, reminding you of how far you've come when the road ahead seems long. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the goal. As long as you're moving forward, as long as you're becoming a little bit better each day, you're succeeding. Now let's talk about something that many people struggle with. Fear of failure. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking risks, trying new things, and ultimately growing. But here's a secret that successful people understand. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of success. It's a necessary step on the path to achievement. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to adjust your approach, to come back stronger, wiser. So don't fear failure. Embrace it, welcome it, seek it out, because each failure brings you one step closer to success. And when you do fail, because you will, we all do, don't beat yourself up over it. Don't let it define you. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better? This resilience, this ability to bounce back from failure, is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up on them. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a final thought. Your life is a story, and you are the author. Every day, with every choice you make, every action you take, you're writing a new page in that story. So ask yourself, what kind of story do you want to write? What kind of character do you want to be? What kind of impact do you want to have? Because here's the beautiful truths. You have the power to write whatever story you choose. You have the power to become whoever you want to be. You have the power to make whatever impact you desire. It won't be easy. There will be challenges. There will be setbacks. There will be times when you want to give up. But remember why you started. Remember the person you're becoming. Remember the impact you want to make. And when times get tough, when the road seems too long, when the obstacles seem too great, remember this moment. Remember how you feel right now, filled with possibility and determination. Because this feeling, this is your potential calling to you. This is your future self reaching back through time, showing you what's possible if you just keep pushing, keep growing, keep becoming. So go out there and show the world what you're going to become. Not just for yourself, but for all the lives you'll touch, all the people you'll inspire, all the positive change you'll create. Because when you become the best version of yourself, you give others permission to do the same. When you pursue your dreams with passion and determination, you inspire others to do the same. When you make a positive impact on the world, you create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your chance to step into your greatness and become the person you were always meant to be. So take that first step. Make that commitment to yourself. Decide right here, right now, that from this day forward, you're going to live with purpose, with passion, with the unwavering determination to become the best version of yourself. And as you do, know that I believe in you. I believe in your potential. I believe in your ability to achieve great things and make a positive impact on the world. Now go out there and show them. No, show yourself what you're going to become. Your future self is waiting. Your best life is calling. Answer that call with everything you've got.